until you reach your destined place. Try to be yourself always. To be frank, I've paid my dues. All I want is to win, win. Make nobody see me finish. Out there with my day ones. Diving into different locations. Don't worry about my occupation. Cause one signal need no application. I just want to party. So please don't kill my vibe. Please don't kill my vibe. I just want to party. So please don't kill my vibe. Please don't kill my vibe. I just want to party. Go party. Go party. Go party. Go party. Go party. Go party. I just want to party. Go party. Go party. Go party. Go party. Go party. Go party. I'm with them inside master.
I'm a baller. Get my car, you look up, you see stars. I'm a baller. People start running when they see us from afar. I'm a baller. Jumped off the bench and I turned into a star. I'm a baller. Anywhere I go, my gang, they know who we are. I'm a baller. Solitary stones, my ring ain't got no flaws. I'm a baller. Keep my mouth closed, I ain't repeating what I saw. I'm a baller. I keep me a gangster that's cool with the dogs. I'm a baller. Soon as I hop off a jet, I'ma hop in.
On the road, looking for a win against their Western Conference rival, the Dallas Mavericks are ready for this thing to get started. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sidelines. And it's James missing.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Here's Washington. Makes it off the glass. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now here's Davis. After Luka Doncic's miss. A nice shot by Irving.
Man, Kyrie just has an unbelievable ability to finish in traffic.
Here's Doncic. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. He told me, now that team goes as Anthony Davis goes. When AD is feeling good and he's in rhythm, everything clicks. Coach said we'll need a team effort at both ends. Our communication has to be excellent, and even then, we're not going to completely stop him. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. And here are the Lakers. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
At the line for one, LeBron James.
I know Reeves has been accused of hunting fouls before, Richard. Do you see that?
Oh, I don't know if it's all on Reeves. It's just the way the game is played. Great players learn how to put you in position to foul them. The goal of the game is to score, and if that's hunting fouls, then hunt away.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Now, here is Irving. Here's Marshall. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
Here's Irving, and the basket is good. Irving's got 6.
This man is a 3-level scorer. And this level, by the rim, there is nobody like Kyrie Irving in that touch he has.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Irving. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
And Gafford throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Now here is Davis. Over in the corner, Washington. Outside, Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
I'm going to be honest. Like, Anthony Davis could do this all night. Inside the paint, his frame just gives him too much of an advantage.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Making a switch here.
Cheer on your Laker girls dancing. Let's go.
Lakers trailed by 4. Inside. Here's Doncic. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
And he comes up with the deuce. Davis has got his second bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. No good. He has missed 3 of his 5 attempts this game. Pass to Lively. On the wing, Irving. Now, Washington. Outside, Davis. With 1 on the clock. And finished off by Lively.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Here's Washington. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with their lead standing at 6.
The Mavericks. 20.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Mavericks.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
It's stolen by Vanderbilt. Reeves left side. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, "I've always felt like I belong." It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, "Is this confidence or cockiness?" He told her, "They're basically kind of the same thing." Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Lakers working the ball around now. Here's Finney Smith. Mavericks with the rebound. Back to Davis. Davis owning the paint and gets it to go.
This is the defensive intensity you have to have against Davis inside, but he still powers through it.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
No one near Reeves as he lets it go. It's good from long range.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition three. But if he'd missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Now here is Davis. He's got 8, and it's good, 2 points.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
The 3 for Doncic. Rebounded by Gafford. Mavericks leading by 4. Outside, Davis. Tries again. And intent. Foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea. To foul there.
Number 31, Klay Thompson.
Irving looking over the floor. 5 on the clock. It's tipped. Pass to Washington. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. Hey, you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Reeves trying to free himself up. And Doncic gets it to go.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
High post, Davis. 10 points for him. Right side, Irving. Doncic with the steal. Luka on the move. And the dunk by Doncic.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
It's stolen by Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
Irving with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Yep, that one goes. Gafford's got 6.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work in the glass. You literally practice that every day.
And showing he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
To the inside. And it's blocked. 41 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And the foul on Rui Hachimura. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Substitution on the court.
Right side Davis. Here's Irving. Good work defensively by Hachimura.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Mavericks trailed by 6. Pass to Lively. And here is Washington. Clock at 6. Taken away by Hayes. And James with a clear path to the hoop. And James throws it down hard.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And the first one at the line is good. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Mavericks trail by 11. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Dallas shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for.
Shooting for Dallas, Hardy.
And he can't hit the second. Lakers leading by 10. And that's Doncic, what a slam!
Stunning the crowd and the defense with that one. What a show from Doncic.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. He gets that one. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And here's Hardy. Driving to the basket. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Mavericks trail by 10. Over in the corner, Marshall. And he uses the glass on the layup.
The assist from
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. 13 feet away. And a wide open look for Hachimura. Los Angeles with another miss. And the Mavericks with possession here. Here's Hardy to the paint. Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Lakers leading by 6. Here's Doncic with the drive and the dunk by Doncic.
The skill of Doncic at 6'7", 230, it makes him an impossible matchup defensively.
Over in the corner, Marshall. The shot by Thompson. No one's around. Off target with his three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
What a thing of beauty from James.
Bron dunked that like he was angry. Is he okay? Man, he got the table shaking over here.
Pass to Prosper. Here's Harden. Here's Prosper. Covered by Hayes. Now here's Marshall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And he's way off from outside. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. 10-point lead. Over Edwards. It's rebounded by Dallas. Now here's Hardy. Thompson in the corner. 50 seconds left in the third. Los Angeles leading by 10. Here's LeBron. And some very quick points for him on that possession. LeBron's got 6 points in the quarter.
When LeBron is being aggressive on offense, you got to make a change. You can't let him just have his way.
And Edwards with the stop.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. The shot and game clock separated by 4.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with a nice feed.
To the middle. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
At the line for Mavericks.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. On the wing, Reeves. A three-pointer off the mark. Now Irving. A three, Marshall. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Lakers leading by 11. Pass to Hachimura. Now here's Doncic, defended by Christie. Here's Hachimura. From outside, off the mark. Looking to get back on track here. Davis gets a wide open look. And it's blocked. The kick out to Irving. Washington with it. 6 to shoot. Outside Irving. Down low. Here's Davis. Oh, Davis is unstoppable inside.
Well, Davis has built a habit of rising to the occasion, so I am not surprised by his bailout there.
He gets it in there. And the Lakers lead by 11. Outside Irving. Gafford. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And it's Hachimura penetrating. Can't hit from in close. Pass to Irving. Now Davis. He's covered by Hachimura. It's good. Davis has got 4 this quarter.
He can dominate, beat you up in so many ways, and Davis is giving that D. Oh, he's giving them problems tonight.
Back to Vincent. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Washington in zone. Back to Irving. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
To the paint. Pass to Davis. Thompson in the corner. Powell with it. Covered by Hayes. The shot by Powell, no good.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
And James throws it down hard.
There's so much power on LeBron's drive. The defense, they just more or less clear out.
The 3 for Doncic. Bangs home the trifecta. Doncic has got the lead up to 12 now for the Lakers. And a closer look here at the hustle steps for the Lakers.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And he makes the first.
Man, just the total offensive package. Kyrie is a once-in-a-generation guard. And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Powell with the screen. Here's Irving. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
And I have no clue how he got that one to fall. Pulling some magic in the midair and torturing the defense in the process.
Thompson for three. It's rebounded by Hayes.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
Good on the shot. LeBron's got 20 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Powell, that's good.
With as much defensive attention as AD gets, those passing lanes will be open for him, and those are the passes he needs to make.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David.
Yeah, just too much big boy basketball by LeBron James, just bodying defenders inside.
And the dunk by Powell.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
The three for Doncic. Sinks the three-pointer. Doncic has got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Lakers. On the wing, Thompson. It's rebounded by Hayes.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot. And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Los Angeles.
They had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LeBron.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
LeBron, that's a two-pointer. It's rebounded by Dallas. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here.
Stop, ooh, singer, me. I some move, I some rock, I some move, you quick, keep up, girl. Quicker, make a dance couple times, girl, I take my picture. I bet me in ya. Jif, Jif, Jif. I bet me in ya. Move, woo, woo, Jif. I bet me in ya, girl. them cover this, them turn up over this. So see a hot girl, me a call her hello. If you see bigger the dance and the place get mellow, hear me I tell you. So me do me thing, chain do me bling. Skip me enemy, them me a listen world thing. Camera, action, flame. When we outside, lock down the building. Bet me in ya. Drift, drift, drift. In ya, whoop. Drift, drift, drift. In ya.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Oh, Green with a block.
And Green plays with tremendous edge on the defensive end of the floor.
Pippen, no good.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Curry, he's open. The rebound by Jackson.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Outside Morant. Shoots from the line. And it's in there.
And Morant can really fill it up, especially from these in-between areas.
Payton's shot is good.
High percentage look right off the bat.
Here's Morant. Driving in. Here's Edey. Oh, Green with a block. Who poked away. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Morant. Off the inbound. No good. Outside Butler. There's the drive. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. The Grizzlies making a switch here. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. That's good from Butler. Well, Brent, there are only a handful of players in the league with the big game experience of Butler.
Yeah, and those big games, BA, are where he's had some of his best moments. It's been on several different teams as well. So the bigger the game gets, the bigger Jimmy Butler appears to show up.
Curry, that's good.
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Was it ever there?
Pass to Edey. Here's Pippen. Jackson for three. And he buried. His first look.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Curry. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Stephen Curry is still playing, but the debates have already started about where he ranks among the all-time greats, Brent.
Well, BA, it's a matter of opinion, but if your opinion is that he shouldn't be up there, shame on you. At 6'2", this guy is pound for pound, maybe the best player that's ever suited up in this league.
Now here's Kennard. Fires for three. Jimmy Butler with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Memphis head coach, and we spoke about how he plans to deal with the three-point king, Stephen Curry. He said the biggest challenge, honestly, it's not the shooting, it's the playmaking. Steph is an incredible passer, so you can't double-team him. He'll find the open man. As always, it's not easy facing Steph. Brian?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Grizzlies trail by 5. Pass to Jackson. Here's Edey. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Jackson. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
I love the strength shown by Jackson there, refusing to let the defense have the last word.
First personal foul. 14 foul. Coming onto the floor for your Grizzlies.
The steal. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Kennard for three. He drops it from range. And this game is tied up now.
And you love that. That's one of the strengths of Luke Kennard's game.
Brent, you could hit the three back in your day, and no doubt, Stephen Curry is the best three-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good from deep?
To me, BA, it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the offseason, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing his feet and hands to shoot the basketball. There's no one that practices the way that Steph does, and there's no one that produces the way that he does either.
Nice shot by Kennard. Kennard's got 5.
And the team likes to use Kennard as a floor spacing kind of player, but he decides to do damage that time inside.
And the basket by Curry.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
They get it again. Pass to Jackson. Three-pointer. The Warriors pull it in. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Curry. He's got 9. Outside Kuminga. Now here's Butler. 5 to shoot. Let's go with a 3. Curry's shot is off. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Goes up off the inbound. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. The team is pumped up.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
You don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
Brent, how much importance do you put on coaching at the pro level?
Well, B.A., it's huge, and I think the best coaches in the league are the best relationship builders. I mean, it's not about the tactics. Everybody's running the same plays and trying to take advantage of the same things. It really comes down to the connectivity between the coach and understanding each and every player you have on your team.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as he can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. Outside Kuminga. Butler taking his time here. And Butler inside.
I like Butler down low, fighting for points.
Grizzlies trail by 9. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
That one goes. Count it.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Now here's Butler. 11 points in the game. Lets it go from deep. And the Warriors get it back. Good, and that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
And this is the type of scorer that Jimmy Butler can be, especially when he's getting to his spots.
And the Grizzlies call time here. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
You know, really by no fault of their own, B.A. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
And that one's good.
Now, Draymond Green with only one thing on his mind when he gets that close, and that's...
Like you know my thing when you're around my I send you to the shops. My bro just came uptown with the latest trends and a few odd cops. In a vintage whip, just gliding, stay sliding in a coupe drop top. Hey, baby girl, I got Tino Tetley. Wait, tell me why you never come check me. You tell me that I'm way too spendy. Wait, babes, I'm just too flexy. I got eyes on my chest, that's Fendi. Step to a high class. And I'm still in the tech fleece. My bro got a coupe, that's a Bentley. Money come nice, get plenty. Got a foreign little baddie in the crew with the face caked up, but you know that's... Took a snap in the E-class crew, now she tryna ask who's picking up in the Benz. Come off that flex, man, I'm not tryna flirt, man, you know I'm just friendly. These times, man, I might with the lose on the way to a crib, so she know I step pricey. Her old man left like a weirdo, I'm a hero, money ain't nothing like me. Can't force my flex at the function, do it nicely, be subtle, man, lightly. Got my game back in like 010, but man, YGs, I'm in love with the 90s. Don't show me no stripes, my bro, man, that's not like me, only step in the Nikes. True say my bro got a check, but I said lie with, man, just spend that wisely. Don't flex your checks on Snapchat or IG, don't do it on IG. Lie, bro, yeah, don't do it on IG.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our distinguished analyst. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Oh, stolen. Oh,
that was incredible! Oh, my goodness!
Yeah, with how hot Damian Lillard can get, you cannot let him steal the ball and then put one away in the open court. Here he comes.
Brent, you could hit the three back in your day, and no doubt, Stephen Curry is the best three-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good from deep?
To me, BA, it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the offseason, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing his feet and hands to shoot the basketball. There's no one that practices the way that Steph does. There's no one that produces the way that he does either. I mean, just so easy for Curry to get that three off. Beautiful shot.
Lillard can't get it to go. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. A main focus on their defense, Damian Lillard, the dynamic point guard. Coach telling me what sticks out to me about Lillard is his heart. He plays way bigger than his size. He raises the level of everyone around him. A true leader. Lillard, one of the most respected players in the league, Brian.
Thank you for that, Allie.
That's tough. Tough finish. Steph's not just a great shooter, but really great numbers through the years as being an elite finisher.
And it's Lopez with the jam.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
On the tape. And the dunk by Lillard.
And what a burst from Damian Lillard that time, just seeing that gap and getting ahead of the defense.
Pass to Podziemski. Right side Moody. And here's Butler outside. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Here's Milwaukee. It's a 5-point game. And the foul called on Brandon Podziemski. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Butler with a steal.
You can stay active on defense. Good things usually happen. Right there, quick hands helped alter what would have been a sure two there.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
Now here's Butler. And again, no good by Golden State.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And there's...
Jack Tripper, let me be YKK on your zipper. Like a lizard when I'm 6 million ways to like Noah. I get twos of views and you get pretty. But I call you from 80s, I know you'll be there for me, girl.
Huge baby eyes get to running off at their mouth and telling me everything that's on your mind. They say you're in need of inviting me to that. I love who you are, love who you ain't. Let's hit the attic to hide out for about 2 weeks. Rick James and double time, the boy next door.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Yes, sir! Wow! Yeah, so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion, again to the rack.
Brent, one area where Zion Williamson continues to improve is as a passer.
Well, B.A., he's cut down his turnovers while more than doubling his rate of assists. And to me, that's just familiarity, getting on the court more consistently and not being injured. I mean, he's going to build and compound on that experience. So starting to make plays is starting to show for Zion.
Here's Jokic. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Jokic putting his size to work, hard to stop down low.
Murray scanning the floor. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
Well, Jamal Murray at his size, the one impressive thing that stands out to me is that he will willingly go right at the defense.
Williamson outside. McCollum outside. And it's all from three-point range. And here's Denver. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Such a wide-open look. Jokic has got 5 now.
Good quick decision from Jokic. Catch it, shoot it, bury it.
Pass to McCollum. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout. Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Williamson with the bucket.
The moment Williamson gets inside, virtually nothing you can do to stop that lefty.
Jokic the screen. Here's Murray. He takes it in. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
And good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by McCollum. And the Nuggets making a change here.
In the game for your Nuggets.
So it's Denver now. And it's Jokic missing. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I spoke with the head coach for the Nuggets. He said when Zion is healthy and right, you can't really stop him. But you can try to contain him. Stop his dribble drive, force him to hit shots over the top of you. Sounds like they're going to try to make him a jump shooter tonight.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Testament to the savvy of McCollum. The defender bites on his subtle move, then is left with no choice but to foul him.
First free throw is good. You know, Brent, C.J. McCollum is just a natural leader, a classic connector.
Well, C.J. has been amazing since day one coming into the NBA. I have no doubt that C.J., after his playing career is over with, is going to spend a lot of time either in the front office or in the league office, the way he presents himself and promotes the game. Class act.
.151 left now in the first quarter. Basket's good. Jokic has got 7.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. There's 1:47 left in the opening quarter. Here's McCollum. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. He's got 9.
And CJ has such trust in the mechanics of his shot. He gets the ball and is able to drop right into that J.
Back to Westbrook. Pass to Jokic. Clock at 6. Out of bounds. New Orleans will have it.
New Orleans ball.
And New Orleans making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
.116 left in the first quarter here. Up top, Alvarado. Over to the wing. Here's Hawkins. Pure from three-point range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And it's Jokic off the drive. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Pass to Gordon. Back to Jokic. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Now Porter. It's stolen by Olynyk. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter here. Nuggets trail by 5. Here's Porter. And he lobs it up to the rim.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautiful.
Very smooth catch and finish. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Hawkins. C.J. McCollum has been leading the charge for the Pelicans, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be right back. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
The drive by Westbrook. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his second.
It'll be on Zion Williamson.
With that lethal first step, Westbrook uses it to get an edge, and that helps draw the contact.
And the former league MVP in 2017. A long list of accomplishments for Russell Westbrook, Brent.
Well, how many times, BA, have we seen players celebrated in the way that Russell has been as one of the best players in the league, move and transition to a role off the bench? He's done it with a lot of grace, a lot of class, and has been very accepting of his new role.
Murray's shot is good.
Murray gets creative around the basket, that time dynamic off the bounce.
Williamson, no good. Denver in the lead. Right side Murray. Stolen by Jones. They've got numbers. Rumbling in. Oh, my goodness! Oh, Zion Williamson!
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Murray up top. Give him 8. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Murray's gotten 4 this quarter.
Yeah, there's a feeling sometimes, even at 6'3", when Murray gets to the interior, he plays a bit bigger.
Here's Hawkins. Solid as a rock from 20 feet out. Hawkins has got 5. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
He can't get it to go.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answered that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Second free throw, no good. Well, Brent, the Pels bowing out to the Thunder in the first round last season. Not a bad showing, though.
Yeah, no shame in that. You lose to the #1 seed in the Western Conference. They have a great collection of young players and just need to spend more time together to try to take that next step. One change could take them from a playing game to home court advantage this season.
Well, Brent, as you know, finding success in the NBA is largely dependent on the situation.
BA, you're hitting the nail on the head. You can't get frustrated as a player, especially a young one that comes into the league and doesn't have an opportunity right away to play. You've got to work on your skills, stay confident, and at some point when you get your opportunity, whether it's the team you're with or in a trade, you're going to have a chance to show that you belong in the league.
Nikola Jokic, he's a stretch 5.
And Jokic just making this look way too easy.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Here's Murray. Here's McCollum. Here's Misi. Here's Murray. The rebound by Murray. Here are the Nuggets with the ball. Here's Westbrook. Murray with it. McCollum covering. From deep, Jokic. No good on that one. He's 5 for 8.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And Williamson gets it to go.
And some pinball action out there as defenders just bouncing off of Williamson on that play.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Zion Williamson is a one-of-one. His teammate C.J. McCollum told him, your ceiling is unlike anything the NBA has ever seen, but it's up to you to take full advantage of whatever it is. You can be as good as you want to be. This game will go where you take it. Brian?
You know, Allie, at his best, he is unstoppable. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. But Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
The Pelicans trail. There's McCollum with the 3. Here's Misi. Oh, Jokic with the block.
Good awareness from Jokic. He sees the shot forming and gets over there for the denial.
Here's Murray. Behind the back and lays it in. Murray's got 13.
Sometimes when you've got that much room, you can't resist doing something special.
Shot by Olynyk, no good. The Nuggets lead by 4. Outside Murray. 2 points. That one goes. Murray's got 9 points in the quarter.
And Murray shooting with this kind of efficiency. Look how fired up the bench is.
Back to McCollum. Will it go? Nikola Jokic grabs the miss.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Murray. He's got 15. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And he's got his fourth free throw of the game.
Defensive foul. DeJounte Murray. That's his second personal foul.
And here's Murray. Over Murray. That's short off the rim.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
And so it's Denver. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We'll be back in a moment. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Pass to Jokic. Oh, he's a load inside. Jokic finishing strong.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Murray inside. From down in the low post, it goes.
Boy, Murray just one of those guys who loves to work it inside.
Here's Murray on the wing. Porter. Murray's shot is good. Murray's got 20.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A. It's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
These roads of flames are catching a fire. Showed you I loved you, you called me a liar. Oh no, 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 no. Baby, tell me where you gone, gone, gone. I've been feeling for your love so long. We can praise God in the moonlight. Baby, if you with me, better do right. And I've been gone too long, and I'm hoping that you sing my song, my song. I've been on this road for way too long. I've been hoping that we all get along. These roads of flames are catching a fire.
All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Here's Edwards. Takes it inside. No luck on that one. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Now here's Conley. No good that time. Some solid defense from Hayes. Here's James with the drive. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Edwards can't hit.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Doncic with it. He's picked up by Conley. And it's Hachimura missing. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Pass to Edwards to halt the run. Here he goes. Drops in the layup for two.
Boy, Anthony Edwards showing you that I've got the handle, I've got the strength off the dribble drive. Pretty move.
It's James on the wing. Hayes with it. Back to James. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Can't cash it in from close range. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. He knows it'll be tough to score in the paint tonight. Gobert locks down the lane as well as anyone. He blocks shots, and then when you count up the numbers of shots he alters, you get a full picture of his dominance at the defensive end. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Out to James. Hachimura outside. To the left wing. 5 to shoot. Tries again. And again, the Lakers, no good.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Outside Reeves to the paint. Doncic. And he comes up with a bucket. Doncic has got 5 points.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And Minnesota has possession. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. Here's Gobert. Left side, Edwards. For three, Conley. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Well, just such a smooth, pretty lefty stroke. That three-point opportunity for Mike Conley? Yes, sir.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now, here is James. Pass to Doncic. Hachimura from long range. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Well, the team has preached to Rui Hachimura to be aggressive on the offensive end. That is the decisive decision-making they're looking for.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. You know, part of what makes Julius Randle so effective is that spin move, Doris.
He does like to use that on the interior against taller players to get enough separation. But the number of finishing moves that guy has off the spin, it is really an effective tool.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Now, here is James. Shot clock at 3. The 3. McDaniels with the rebound.
That's an unwise shot. I'm sure coach and teammates would have preferred he swing the ball for a better opportunity.
Here's Reed. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
James outside. James deciding where to go with it. James outside. It's James on the wing. Over McDaniels. The shot by James, no good.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Los Angeles leading by 3. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And from what we've seen from the Lakers, what's your take so far?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Here's Reed. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Here's Connect. And Doncic launches from deep. McDaniels with the rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Here's Doncic. And there's the drive. The shot's good. Doncic has got 9 points.
Luka, one of the most prolific drivers in the game, and boy, does he make a pretty move there.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Both teams making some changes here. Timberwolves trail by 3. DiVincenzo on the wing. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Doncic. Oh, Luka, like a bull in there.
If you allow Luka to establish position because of his size, his strength, his footwork, turn the lights out.
Minnesota again missing. Los Angeles leading by 5. Well, Dalton Connect had a late growth spurt during college, and it really helped his game, Grant.
He really did. I mean, B.A., he started college as a 6'3" guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons and added some muscle. Now at 6'6", he can play confidently out there on the wing.
And here's Doncic. He's got 11 to the wing, right side. Goodwin, no good. Timberwolves trail by 3. Pass to DiVincenzo. Right side Reed. Let's go with a 3. And it's Connect with a rebound. Doncic with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Here's Goodwin. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Not going to go that time. Nice D from Reed. Pass to Clark. Outside Reed. Now DiVincenzo. Yet to see a basket. Reed, good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 1. Here's Connect. The three is up. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Connects, got his first 3 points of the game. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Edwards. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
That is big-time strength from Anthony Edwards. He's got the perfect basketball frame.
Minnesota shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Well, Doris, we've heard Anthony Edwards declare himself as the best player in the league.
Well, B.A., when you got the game to back it up, you don't mind putting yourself out there. And Anthony Edwards has charisma, highly skilled, and he's fearless when it matters most. Look out for the Ant-Man.
James. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity to three-point play. Rudy Gobert picks one up. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Lakers.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Vincent outside. Pass to Vanderbilt. Back to Vincent. Shot clock at 5. No good from outside. Minnesota leading by 3.
It would be smart to hold for the final shot.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance of momentum away from your opponent.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by McDaniels. Here's James. LeBron gets the bucket inside.
Boy, that's a bang-bang play on the inbounds pass. I like those quick hitters.
For 3, Randall. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Timberwolves ahead, up 1. And we'll be back right after this.
20 seconds.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Here's Reeves. The shot comes out. Oh, good D by Edwards. Fader on the way. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Edwards has got 10.
Anthony Edwards getting into that pull-up game. Nicely done.
Outside Vanderbilt. On the wing, Reeves. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Conley with the ball. Now Doncic defending. The shot by Conley, no good.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Pass to Doncic. Doncic up strong. And Doncic hammers it home.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
Here's Edwards. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie.
LeBron James leaves no doubt about that one. Punches it home as soon as he gets the opportunity.
The Lakers in the lead, and it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
Back to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Over Vanderbilt. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Edwards got 14 points.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home. And what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
The shot's good on the assist by James. Now it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
This guy is an absolute machine. Luka Doncic keeping his foot on the gas and giving the defense everything they can handle.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Randall's got room, and he drains the quick shot.
Off the bounce into the jumper, Julius Randle makes it look easy.
Pass to Goodwin. Going inside. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Outside for Randall. Back to Alexander Walker. Takes a 3. Rebound, the Lakers. 1:21 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Offensive rebound. Hachimura. Soft touch off the glass. Hachimura's got 5 now.
Well, the finishing ability of Rui Hachimura on display. This guy has a knack for getting around defenders and into his groove.
Nice move. And it's good on the lay-in. He's got 5.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
McDaniels from long range. Drains the triple.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Pass to Koloko. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Unable to get that one. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Inside. There's Alexander Walker.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him.
Shooting for Minnesota.
So he gets them both. Now here's Hachimura. 5 points in the game. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Good work there as it goes.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
And here's Clark for 3. Pure from 3-point range. Clark's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Here's DiVincenzo. 4 seconds left. No good at the rim. It could go. The shot off that time. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. It's Minnesota. They're up by 1. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets... Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The Lakers trail. Pass to Goodwin. Puts up a 3. Buries it from 3. Goodwin's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Reed. And no good. Here's Connect. Hachimura outside. Out to the right wing. DiVincenzo with a steal. Here's Clark. Misses the jumper.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. It up and keeping us updated from the sideline. Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. Coach asked his team, can anyone knock down a 3? Reminding them three-point shooting will open up the floor, make things easier in the half-court offense. Everyone loves making 3s. Missing? Not so much. EA?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Pass to Ingles. They get it back.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And here's Doncic outside. A rebound by Ingles. The Timberwolves trail. On the wing, Ingles. Back to Alexander Walker. Reed. Out to DiVincenzo. Lets it fly. That one's good. Nothing but net.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
Here's Doncic. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. James outside. 5 on the clock. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Pass to Reed. And he misses the go-ahead basket. And it's the Lakers' ball. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Good.
This is a dangerous area for LeBron James. You get him into that mid-range area, you don't know what he's going to do.
Here's Dillingham. Ingles from outside. Doesn't go for him. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. The lead is 2. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Doncic has got 10 points here in the second half.
Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Here's Conley. Pass to Gobert. Strong finish by Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Hachimura with the ball. Doncic outside. And here's Reeves. Back to Doncic. 3 on the clock. Over Edwards. And it's Doncic missing. And Minnesota has possession. 2-point game. Oh! Edwards with the highlight reel jam.
Anthony Edwards relishes big-time moments, and he delivers right there.
James, left side. Outside Reeves. From deep, here's Doncic. Doncic, count it.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Edwards gets the bucket.
We know this about Anthony Edwards. He is fearless in these moments. That's a big-time clutch delivery.
And Doncic, here we go. And Doncic with the jam.
Luka Doncic, one of the few guys you want handling the ball in crunch time.
Out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Boy, how big might this sort of mistake play out? You never know, but sometimes these are game changers.
There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle. That's good from Doncic.
The and one puts a little extra insurance on their lead. What a play.
And here's Edwards outside. They get it back. Randle. Some solid defense from Hayes. And James gets it to go. And now it's an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Second team.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And he's unable to get the second one. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Edwards for 3. Yes! What a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both. And it's a 5-point game.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a 2-possession game.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They're trailing by 5. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
The strategy is simple. Get a quick score and foul right away.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
And Los Angeles making a change here. And here's Edwards outside. LeBron with the rebound. And that's an intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6.
At the line for Los Angeles.
And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
They've got to be efficient with the clock.
You grab, but it don't stop. No op. Most of these out here just mad over women that they wish that they had. Never come around and get a taste of this liquor and get addicted. I was broke too, but somehow I managed to fix it. Running around chatting about me and gonna make a always with different. I guess the don't trust you. You belong in the sewer. Somebody should flush you. Nice and comfortable until the medics gotta rush you. Blocks I had to cut through there. We get hazardous.